So when I started drawing this piece right here, King Kong versus the Hulk, I had imagined one of the most epic battles ever between two icons. The Hulk, who gets stronger as he gets angrier, and then you have King Kong, who, when you piss him off, he just turns it up to another level. And I was just looking at the detail and thinking about, could I actually draw this? Would I be able to draw these two characters with enough detail to look impressive enough that I would give them justice? And it just started to come together. I visualize these images in my mind, and then I start obsessing over them. And the more I obsess over them, it's like I got to get them out of my mind and put them on paper to see if they're real. And I've always been that kind of artist and creator, whether it's drawing or painting or making a table or building a car. I become obsessed over a concept, idea, an image, and I can't let it go until I finish it. And sometimes that plays against me because I overexert myself, or I go on these binges where I just forget about everything else and kind of like things go to the side while I just focus on this one thing. But I guess you can also call it a blessing because it allows me to zone into certain things and get them done by all means. But I knew that this was a drawing that I couldn't rush, that I had to take my time on. And as you start putting it on paper, it becomes more and more real. It's like the characters come alive. It's like you see King Kong and then you think about, okay, what's going through his mind as he's looking at the Hulk? What is the Hulk thinking about as he's looking up at King Kong? And, I started sculpting the Hulk and putting the details in his muscle, and I start drawing King Kong and thinking about like the dimensions and how big is Kong and what would he look like standing in front of the Hulk. And yeah, it gives me anxiety thinking about it, but it also gets me excited, and you start off with, a certain part of the body and just kind of work your way down. And you're like, man, what is it going to look like when I get to the end? Is it going to be what I picture it to be in my mind? Is it going to come out different? Will it give the visualization justice? And you just keep going. My wife, she's like my backbone. Um, as I'm drawing something or painting something, I always have her look at it and give me her opinion. And she kind of tells me like, "Oh, you got to change this, or that doesn't look right." And sometimes I I get a little edgy with her, but it's not because of her telling me that there's something there that maybe I need to change or I should like take a look at, but it's because I want to do the best work I can do. I don't ever like to put out a drawing or painting that's half-assed. I know the money's in the details, so I want to make sure my details are on point and that whatever I draw or paint is the best I can do. I would never want to have something represent me and then realize I could have done better. And I feel like every piece I do gets better and better.
My goal when I draw is to challenge myself. And each drawing, I want to be more detailed than the previous drawing. And this drawing right here really challenged me and pushed my skills to the next level with the pen. And the thing about the pen is unforgiving. When you work with the pen, you can't make mistakes. You gotta stand by your marks. And this right here, man, when I seen this picture, it was an AI. I'm like, let me see if I can draw that. I mean, I knew it was gonna be challenging, but I didn't know how challenging it was gonna be. The Hulk versus King Kong. The alpha versus the alpha. Silverback. Just look at the detail though. You know how many strokes of the pen this took right here? You know how many pen strokes I used to do this? A lot. But I'm a big fan of the Hulk, and I know a lot of you guys are too. So this is another one of my drawings in the Hulk series, and it's gonna be up for sale on the website. If you're interested, you can shoot me a email at info.BigHerc916@gmail.com. But this is man, this is gonna shut the internet down right here. People are wondering about my drawing skills, and Big Herc, man, where'd you learn how to draw? You learn how to draw on a pen? Nah, man, I've been drawing since I was a kid. It's always been a passion of mine, and moving to Arizona has really brought that creativity and that passion back alive. And I'm so blessed to be able to draw and have a peace of mind and to share this art with you and just inspire others, inspire others to pursue their passion. And I think pen is one of my favorite mediums. It takes time. You can't rush pen. You have something in your mind and you want it out, but you can't rush it. You got to just take your time with pen and patience. I got plenty of patience. I've had to wait 10 years at times to do things. And so on the street, sometimes I remind myself, be patient. But I just want you guys to enjoy this. And if you're interested in purchasing this 22 by 30 inch drawing, hit me up. It will be for sale. But yeah, man, this is the one right here. Who would win this battle? Hulk versus King Kong. Who would win that? Hulk he's an animal. But King Kong, man, shit. The ultimate battle right there. Leave a comment, share this. And if you're an art collector, you're an artist, man, I'd love to hear from you. BigHerc916. Subscribe, share.
You have meat on those pliers up here?
What's up, everybody? BigHerc916, and it's going down in less than a week. October 5th, the Flexing Hulk print drops will be available on the website, BigHerc916.com. Numbers 1 through 50. When they're gone, they're gone. You don't want to miss out.
So make sure you reserve that date on your calendar.